This is like the biggest Harmon Smith L of the year. This is something that I like desperately like. I've seen situations like this happen before, right? But again, this is what usually happens is that it's some like small Japanese company like Compile Heart or like Idea Factory or whatever. They come out and they do this thing where they're just like, we have this planned release for Nintendo Switch, but oops, Nintendo banned our game. Please support us on PC instead. And it's like it's just like a self-promotional tactic. Like, as far as I'm aware, this exact situation hasn't exactly played out before. And I believe the reason it became such an issue was because this was a Western developer. Because usually when it's a Japanese dev getting censored, nobody really cares that much. Okay, like Game Journo's brushing under the rug, and you have like the Spurgs like salivating over like generic underage like anime girls like being forced into like less revealing outfits. Like you see people like freak out over stuff like that, right? But like it never really hits the mainstream. Like the thing that made Dispatch different is that it did hit the mainstream. Like, this is a game that nobody cared about, that nobody remembers, that nobody plays, and for some reason this thing became mainstream. Like, people like really wanted to push this idea that Nintendo was actively like censoring this game, and this has been a myth since like the 90s, because Nintendo hasn't really tried to block third-party games since like Mortal Kombat 1 on the Super Nintendo, right? This is like a 30-year-old meme at this point, and over 30 years old actually, and people are like still sitting there like trying to like create this fabrication that Nintendo wants to censor everything, that they only make games for children, that they hate third parties, they hate this kind of thing. And like, there doesn't seem to be any real indication that it is true. Like, this does seem to be a Japanese rating board issue. This does seem to be like an issue with ad hoc. It does seem to be like a situation that has nothing to do with Nintendo themselves. So this really begs the question, and something that we really do need to talk about is like, we now have like more clarification on like how these kind of changes are made.